YNR. Early week spoilers January 5th to 9th. Evil intent, haunted woman, passion overload. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 4th suggest some twists. Two villains have evil intent with separate characters. One woman is haunted by what she sees in the mirror. Plus, there will likely be more passion. Let's get started talking about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera Ian Ward Returns. Let's start off with Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes. The woman was getting help in a mental health clinic. However, after several months, she doesn't seem to be getting any better. In fact, she seems to be worse and keeps hallucinating Ian Ward, Ray Wise. Then, on Christmas, Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, tried to reach out. That is when the brunette learned that Mariah was checking herself out. We also know that there is a preview photo showing Mariah staring in a mirror with Ian staring back at her. Tessa Porter's romance. As for Tessa, she has decided to move on with Daniel Romalotti, Jr., Michael Grzadii. However, I wonder if Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will cause problems for the new couple. There is also the possibility that Mariah finally conquers her Ian demons and returns home only to have already lost Tessa. Matt Clark's scheme. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week reveal that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, could put a plan in place. Nick offered Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, $1 million deal. However, fans know that Matt has no intention of honoring Nick's terms. At this point, Matt isn't even sure if he will release Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun. In addition, Matt told Detective Annie Stewart, Catherine Kresge, that Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, could lose his life as well. Lily Winter's dilemma. As for Lily Winter's Crystal Khalil, she seems ready to fall back into Kane Ashby's Billy Flynn arms. While Lily's brain tells her to stay away, her heart says the opposite. So, what will Lily decide in the end? Holden Novak's date. Over with Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, he invited Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, to spend New Year's Eve with him. However, Claire is really fixated on getting more dirt on Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver. Meanwhile, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, seems to be facing a reality check when it comes to Claire. So, while he thinks it's best to give up on Claire romantically, what does this mean for their alliance against Audra? Billy Abbott's turmoil. Finally, there is Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. The man is treading in dangerous territory by making a deal with Phyllis. Could this be what finally breaks Billy's relationship with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope? Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of January 5th? Today's 2026 and the Restless early week spoilers January 5th to 9th. Evil intent, haunted woman, passion overload. Genoa City is about to explode with drama. The Young and the Restless is kicking off the new year with a powerful surge of emotional chaos, heated romance, and ruthless schemes that will leave fans shaken. From a haunted woman battling her own mind to villains tightening their grip on power, and steamy romance that ignites buried passions, each episode promises must-watch TV. Here's a sneak peek at what's coming this week. Monday through Friday, January 5th to 9th, 2026. Monday, Nick and Victor's daring plan, but can they pull it off? The week kicks off with high stakes and a life-or-death situation that will test the bonds of the Newman family. Nick Newman finally takes center stage as he tries to talk Noah down from panic over Sienna's kidnapping, orchestrated by the dangerous Matt. Noah's fear is palpable and justified, as Matt demands a massive ransom and has already shown he's unpredictable and violent. Meanwhile, Victor Newman puts his decades of savvy to work, launching a surveillance plan against Matt. But here's where it gets tense. Matt knows how to sniff out snakes. His instincts might make this trap backfire spectacularly. Sharon Newman, always the glue, trying to hold her family together, tries to soothe Noah's fears. But it'll take more than reassurances to quiet these nerves. And as we all know in Genoa City, when Victor cooks up a plan, something always goes sideways. Takeaway for Monday, a desperate rescue plan, simmering fear, and the very real threat that the Newman family's newest enemy might be one step ahead. Tuesday, a shadow from the past returns, and she's haunting Maria. Tuesday's episode turns dark, literally. Mariah Copeland, long struggling with her mental health since her stint in a clinic, begins to lose her grip on reality. Instead of getting better, her condition spirals. The reason? She keeps seeing Ian Ward. Not just once or twice, he appears to her as a hallucination no matter where she goes. Ian is one of Genoa City's most chilling figures, and seeing him again, even in visions, spells trouble. Is Mariah genuinely being haunted? Or is her mind fracturing under stress? Her decline will send shockwaves through her friendships, most notably with Tessa and Daniel, who've already been trying to help her find stability. Fans will see Mariah pushed to the brink, haunted by a ghost only she can see and terrified of what he represents. Takeaway for Tuesday, a chilling psychological struggle that's as heartbreaking as it is unsettling. Wednesday, hearts reignite, but at what cost? Midweek, we shift back into emotional territory, and it's intense. Lily Winters finds her radar pinging for a ghost from her past. Kane Ashby. Cannoning into the spotlight this week is a temptation she'd long tried to suppress. Whether her heart can survive revisiting an old love. Kane's presence in Genoa City challenges Lily's resolve. She knows what went wrong before, but old wounds have a way of reopening, especially when heartfelt emotion and guilt collide. The sparks between them could lead to some powerful, tear-jerking scenes this week. Meanwhile, Holden Novak invites Claire Grace Newman on an intimate date. But Claire is too wrapped up in plotting against Audra to just relax. Their chemistry is undeniable, but so is the tension between Claire and Kyle Abbott. Kyle's hitting a reality check about Claire and what she really wants. Takeaway for Wednesday, hearts will be tempted and old flames might reignite, but not without emotional repercussions. Thursday, big deals, bigger betrayals, Billy Abbott's risky play. Thursday shifts gears into dangerous territory, as scheming and manipulation take center stage. Billy Abbott is making some questionable choices by doing a deal with Phyllis Summers. That's right, Phyllis Summers. Yes, one of Genoa City's most manipulative players is back in business, and Billy is flirting with disaster by aligning with her. Could this decision be the breaking point in his relationship with Sally Spectra? The emotional stakes couldn't be higher. Sally has been loyal and steady, but she has limits. Phyllis sees opportunity everywhere, and Billy walking right into her web? It's a match made in soap opera chaos. Takeaway for Thursday, betrayal looms and romantic relationships hang by a thread. Friday, passion overload, secrets, seduction, and sudden twists. To end the week, passion ignites right when you least expect it. The pressure cooker of storylines finally lets off steam, with romance at the forefront. Claire and Holden's simmering tension might finally explode into passion, or will unresolved feelings with Kyle keep them from crossing that line? Meanwhile, Lily and Kane's fresh reconnection pushes into uncomfortable territory, forcing them to face whether they're better together or doomed to repeat old mistakes. And in typical Y&R fashion, just when things look settled for a moment, a shocking cliffhanger unsettles everyone. Someone discovers a truth that should have stayed buried, but now threatens to change everything going into next week. Takeaway for Friday, romance reaches a fever pitch, and a major shocker leaves viewers desperate for Monday. Extra twists and undercurrents to watch this week. Matt's threat still looms. Even as the Newman family scrambles to protect Sienna and Noah, Matt's demand for control makes him one of Genoa City's most unpredictable threats. Expect more darkness from his storyline, including moments that test alliances and force characters into impossible choices. Mariah's spiraling mind is more than just a plot point. This storyline isn't just psychological drama. It could impact the safety of other characters. A spiraling Mariah might make reckless decisions that unintentionally put loved ones at risk, especially someone like Dominic. Claire, Kyle, and the love triangle no one saw coming. Claire's divided heart between Holden and Kyle adds one of the most emotionally engaging arcs of the week. And as the Audra plot continues, expect tiny sparks to lead to scorching confrontations that redefine relationships in Genoa City. The AI program wars. Behind the scenes, tensions are rising over the mysterious AI program that's become central to Victor, Jack, and Billy's agendas. Jack's position, wanting it destroyed, directly clashes with Billy's more aggressive, strategic interest. Expect this corporate feud to bleed into personal feuds, making workplace drama escalate into something deeply personal. Why this week is unmissable. This first full week of 2026 ties together secrets, passion, power struggles, and psychological drama in a way that doesn't just entertain. It shakes the core of the young and the restless landscape. From romantic rap UPS and emotional heartbreak to perilous rescue missions and villainous schemes, Genoa City isn't just restless. It's on the brink of an explosive year. So whether you're tuning in for the spiraling minds, the ruthless villains, or the passion-soaked reunions, this week's episodes are packed with must-see drama. Who will win your attention? Will it be Mariah's haunting visions, Victor's grand strategy, Lily and Kane's emotional return, or Billy's risky alliance with Phyllis? Let me know what you're most excited about. Shocking breaking news. Ian Ward is back on The Young and the Restless. Genoa City, January 2nd, 2026. Fans of The Young and the Restless were stunned today as the infamous villain Ian Ward resurfaced in the CBS soap in what might be the most jaw-dropping twist of the season. This isn't just another return. It's a storyline that threatens the emotional core of one of the show's most beloved families and could change everything for Mariah, Tessa, Daniel, and the entire Newman clan. Let's dive into the shocking details. 1. Ian Ward, the return every fan will be talking about. Today's episode preview revealed that Ian Ward, the manipulative cult leader and architect of emotional destruction, is back in Genoa City, haunting Mariah Copeland yet again. Whether this is indeed the real Ian, a psychological projection, or something even more sinister remains a topic of heated debate among fans. Victor Newman shot Ian in early 2025 in a dramatic confrontation that everyone assumed was final. But his eyes popped open in an ambulance, leaving the door wide open for a comeback that has now come to life. This moment alone has set social media on fire. Longtime viewers are asking, is Ian back for good, or just tormenting Mariah from beyond the grave? 2. Mariah's haunting, real or hallucination? The scene that has fans reacting the hardest comes from today's new spoilers. Mariah, recently out of her treatment program in Boston, appears to be seeing Ian Ward again, but this time it might not be in flesh and blood. Is she hallucinating? Or is Ian truly back in town? Mariah's arc has been one of the most emotionally charged in recent years. After revealing a dark secret from her past and checking into a psychiatric facility to get help, she seemed on a path toward healing. But Ian's reappearance, whether internal or external, threatens to undo all progress she's made. Fans are debating, is this a psychological haunting, a ghostly vision, or is Ian Ward physically alive and about to walk back into Genoa City chaos? The wild reactions online range from heartfelt concern for Mariah's mental well-being to pure excitement that one of the show's most formidable villains might really be back. These theories are everywhere right now. 3. How Ian's return was hidden. The soap's secret strategy. If you thought today's reveal came out of nowhere, you're right. Behind the scenes, producers went to extraordinary lengths to keep Ray Wise's return a secret. According to casting insiders, the script avoided using the names Ian and Jordan to throw off spoilers. Ray Wise was referred to on set as Mr. X to prevent cast and crew from leaking the surprise. His parking spot literally had a fake name on it to mislead people. This cloak and dagger level of secrecy is almost Hollywood blockbuster level, not typical daytime soap operations. And it's working. Fans were genuinely surprised when today's preview dropped. 4. The emotional fallout for Mariah, Tessa, and Daniel. One of the most shocking aspects of this twist is how it impacts relationships, especially between Mariah Copeland, Tessa Porter, and Daniel Romalotti Jr. Mariah and Tessa's marriage has been under strain since Mariah's traumatic revelations. Her decision to get help brought relief at first, but today's twist threatens to pull her back into psychological turmoil. Meanwhile, Tessa and Daniel appear to be sparking a new connection, and the public snapped photos of them cozy at crimson lights, smiles, deep glances, and serious chemistry. This means Mariah is spiraling, possibly seeing Ian again. Tessa and Daniel are edging closer emotionally. The love triangle tension is exploding back into the spotlight. Fans are reacting in droves. Some are backing Tessa/Daniel. Others are mourning Mariah's struggle, and all of them are obsessed with what this means next. 5. Is Ian Ward alive? Theories ablaze. One of the biggest talking points online is whether Ian is physically alive or whether Mariah's visions are part of a deeper, more haunting psychological unraveling. Here are the biggest fan theories. Theory A. Ian is truly alive. His eyes opened in that ambulance, remember? Some assert he's been lurking off-screen, planning his dramatic return, and the show will explain his survival soon. Theory B. Psych ward haunting. Mariah may be hallucinating him, a manifestation of trauma that's resurfacing. It mirrors past storylines where characters grappled with personal demons. Theory C. Twist villain arc. Ian might be back physically and psychologically manipulating Mariah, maybe through blackmail, shadowy surveillance, or even mind games involving others in Genoa City. Online forums are on fire with wild predictions, with fans advocating for everything from ghosts to hidden evil twins. The diversity of what people think makes this storyline one of the hottest topics in the YR community right now. 6. Fan reaction. Social media erupts. If there's one thing true soap fans love, it's a glorious shakeup. This twist delivered, and the reaction online has been overwhelming. Here's a snapshot of the vibe. It's gotta be a hallucination, but what a scene. Ian Ward is back. I can't believe it. Poor Mariah, this is dark but amazing storytelling. Tessa and Daniel are, but Mariah deserves peace. Come on, writers, is he alive or not? Give us answers. From emotional threads about mental health to heated shipping battles, this update has everyone talking. And that's exactly what a major soap twist is supposed to do. What this means for future episodes. While today's reveal is shocking, it's just the beginning. Here's what fans are expecting next. Mariah confronts her past. Will she finally speak to someone about what she's been holding in? Or will Ian drown her in doubt? Tessa and Daniel's sparks grow. Their new intimacy could either be a blessing or emotional landmine given Mariah's fragile state. Victor Newman's wrath. Victor's historic hatred for Ian could reignite. If Ian returns physically, Newman vengeance will be epic. Unanswered questions. Is Ian truly alive? Could others be working with him? Does this tie into past villains like Jordan Howard? What will Sharon and Noah's roles be moving forward? The hot take across YR message boards? 2026 might be the year Mariah's storyline becomes one of the most iconic in soap history. Final take. A classic soap shock with modern emotional depth. Ian Ward's return, whether actual or in Mariah's troubled psyche, is the biggest twist the young and the restless has delivered in months. It ties legacy characters, emotional trauma, new relationships, and simmering romances into a powerfully dramatic arc that stays true to the heart of the show while giving longtime fans something completely unexpected. Get ready, Genoa City watchers. The drama is just getting started. If you thought today's episode was wild, buckle up. This storyline could define YR for months. Are you Team Real Ian or Team Haunting Hallucination? Sound off, because this is the twist we've all been waiting for. Spoilers Friday, January 2nd. Tag Team Target, a vow, 2 major returns. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 2nd. Note some major moments in Genoa City. A father-son duo tag teams a target, while someone makes a vow and two major character returns unfold. What's on the horizon for Friday? Time to find out. Preemption alert. The Young and the Restless will not be seen on Thursday, January 1st, as a repeat episode from 1998 will be shown. Fans can take a trip down memory lane during a time when Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, interrupts Catherine Chancellor's Gene Cooper party with a surprising announcement. With that said, the CBS soap will be back to its regular schedule as of Friday, January 2nd. The Newman men unite. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 2nd, indicate that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will devise a plan against Matt Clark aka Mitch Bacall, Roger Howarth. It sounds like this is the beginning of the end for Matt's reign of terror in Genoa City. Daniel Romalotti's promise. Across town, Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, will make a promise to Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks. The two hit the sheets during the New Year's Eve episode on December 31st, and they said, "No regrets, so Daniel may reassure Tessa that he'll always be the last time Y&R viewers saw Ian in October. He was a figment of Mariah's imagination, so it sounds like more of the same on Friday's show. However, could the Ian hallucination trigger Mariah to do something far out of her character? Fans will have to tune in to find out. What storyline are you most looking forward to during Friday's show? There for her. These two certainly have chemistry, but can they last the long haul? Mariah Copeland is haunted. Finally, it's been a hot minute since fans have seen Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, and the Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday note she'll be haunted by another returning character, Ian Ward. Today's Ray shocking news of Young and the Restless. Y&R spoilers Friday, January 2nd, tag team target, a vow, two major returns. Fans of the Young and the Restless are in for a wild ride this Friday, January 2nd, as Genoa City prepares for an explosive day filled with schemes, shocking reunions, and life-altering decisions. The drama is reaching a fever pitch, and spoilers reveal that multiple storylines are colliding in ways that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. From a shocking tag team attack to an emotional vow and the long-awaited returns of two fan-favorite characters, here's everything we know so far. Tag team target, a dangerous alliance forms. The buzz in Genoa City this week is all about the latest dangerous alliance brewing in the shadows. Sources reveal that Friday will feature a tag team target moment that could change the landscape for one of the city's most formidable players. The question on everyone's mind: who is the target and who is behind this shocking double play? According to insiders, two unlikely allies will join forces to take down a common enemy. While details are being tightly guarded, fans are speculating that the target could be none other than Adam Newman, whose schemes have left many in Genoa City desperate for payback. Adam's track record of manipulation and backstabbing has made him numerous enemies, and Friday's episode could finally pit him against a coalition he cannot outwit. The tag team dynamic is expected to be tense and volatile. Imagine two powerhouse characters, each with their own agenda, carefully maneuvering to achieve a shared goal without exposing themselves too soon. It's a high-stakes game of strategy, trust, and betrayal, and history shows that alliances in Genoa City rarely end well. Viewers can expect an intense confrontation scene that may include dramatic face-offs, whispered threats, and shocking revelations. This is the kind of storytelling that Y&R fans live for, an intricate dance of deception that could leave lasting consequences for everyone involved. A vow that could shake Genoa City. While some characters are scheming, others are preparing for moments of heartfelt emotion. Friday's spoilers indicate that a major character will make a vow that could alter the trajectory of their relationships and life choices. Sources suggest that this vow is deeply personal, possibly tied to love, loyalty, or redemption. For longtime fans, the significance of this promise cannot be overstated. It is expected to involve a central couple whose bond has been tested repeatedly over the years. Could it be a romantic commitment, or is it a pledge of protection or vengeance? The uncertainty is part of what makes YNR's storytelling so compelling. Insiders hint that the vow will not only serve as a pivotal emotional beat, but also act as a catalyst for future conflict. Genoa City thrives on tension, and promises made in moments of passion often come with unintended consequences. The vow could unite characters temporarily, but may also spark jealousy, rivalry, or betrayal down the line. Fans should be ready for an emotional roller coaster as this storyline unfolds. Whether it's a tearful confession, a dramatic gesture, or a shocking declaration, Friday's episode promises a moment that viewers will remember for weeks to come. Two major returns. Old faces, new chaos. If the tag team target and heartfelt vow weren't enough to excite viewers, spoilers confirm that Friday's episode will mark the return of two major characters who are sure to shake up Genoa City. These returns are the kind that have fans buzzing on social media, with speculation about why the characters are back and what they'll do next. The first return is rumored to be Ian Ward, a character whose presence has historically meant trouble. Ian's return is expected to reignite old rivalries and create new tensions, especially for those who have crossed paths with him in the past. Known for his manipulative tactics and dark charisma, Ian's appearance is bound to complicate existing storylines and bring a new layer of suspense. The second return, meanwhile, is said to be a fan favorite whose absence left a noticeable void in Genoa City. While details are scarce, insiders suggest this character's comeback will be emotionally charged, possibly tied to unresolved romantic or family drama. The impact of their return is expected to ripple across multiple storylines, forcing other characters to confront past mistakes and make difficult choices. Together, these returns set the stage for a Friday episode that promises both tension and nostalgia. Viewers will likely see old alliances tested, secrets exposed, and relationships strained in ways that only YNR can deliver. Power plays and shocking twists. Friday's episode isn't just about reunions and vows. It's also shaping up to be a battlefield of power plays and shocking twists. Genoa City's elite are always jockeying for control, and spoilers hint that several characters will make bold moves that could change the game entirely. From corporate maneuvers at Newman Enterprises to high-stakes confrontations in the private lives of Genoa City's most influential families, the stakes are higher than ever. Expect schemes, blackmail, and strategic alliances to dominate the storyline. With the tag team target looming and major returns shaking up the city, viewers are in for an unpredictable and intense episode. One particularly intriguing twist involves the intersection of multiple storylines. Sources indicate that the tag team attack, the vow, and the character returns are not isolated events. They will intersect in unexpected ways. Characters who normally operate independently may find themselves entwined in high-stakes drama that tests their morals, loyalty, and survival instincts. This narrative weaving is a hallmark of YNR's storytelling, and Friday's episode is expected to exemplify it fully. Fans should brace themselves for shocking reveals, unexpected alliances, and dramatic confrontations that will leave lasting consequences. Fan reactions and speculation. The anticipation for Friday's episode is already generating heated discussion among fans. Social media platforms are buzzing with speculation about who will be involved in the tag team target, what the vow will entail, and how the two returning characters will influence the unfolding drama. Some fans are predicting that Adam Newman may finally face the consequences of his actions. Others are theorizing that the vow could signal a major romantic or family reconciliation, or a betrayal that shatters trust forever. And with the returns of Ian Ward and another mystery character, fans are eager to see which secrets will be exposed and which relationships will be tested. The excitement surrounding this episode highlights why The Young and the Restless continues to be a ratings powerhouse. The combination of suspense, emotional storytelling, and fan-favorite character moments ensures the viewers remain engaged and invested in the drama of Genoa City. What to watch for? As Friday approaches, here's a quick rundown of key elements to keep an eye on during the episode. The tag team target. Watch for who is targeted and how the alliance executes their plan. The consequences. could reverberate across multiple storylines. The vow. Pay attention to the emotional impact of the vow and how it influences relationships. Will it inspire loyalty or trigger jealousy and revenge? Major returns. Ian Ward's return is expected to create chaos, while the second returning character could reignite past conflicts and romance. Unexpected alliances and betrayals. Friday's episode is all about power plays, and even longtime allies may find themselves on opposing sides. Ripple effects. The interactions between the tag team attack, the vow, and the returns will likely spark future storylines, making Friday's episode a must-watch for fans who love long-term drama. Looking ahead. Friday's episode of The Young and the Restless is shaping up to be a pivotal moment in Genoa City's ongoing drama. With multiple storylines converging, tag team attacks, life-changing vows, and the return of major characters, fans can expect suspense, emotional intensity, and shocking twists at every turn. These developments are not just about individual characters. They represent shifts in alliances, the testing of loyalties, and the ever-present question of who will come out on top. As always, YNR demonstrates its ability to blend suspenseful plotting with deeply human drama, keeping viewers engaged and emotionally invested. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer drawn in by the buzz, Friday's episode promises to deliver everything that makes The Young and the Restless a beloved staple of daytime television. Intrigue, emotion, and unforgettable drama. So mark your calendars, settle in, and prepare for a Friday episode that will leave Genoa City and its viewers reeling. The tag team target, the vow, and the surprise returns are just the beginning. Expect twists, turns, and cliffhangers that will set the tone for the weeks to come. Genoa City is about to explode, and YNR fans won't want to miss a single shocking moment.